So now we're going to go ahead and take a look ahead at the NFL week in advance here. Again, that starts on Thursday. We got some great Thursday action. I think this is actually going to be a pretty good game here. This Thursday game is the Carolina Panthers versus the Tyrod Taylor-less Houston Texans. Last time I looked, that spread was -7.5. Now that Tyrod Taylor is definitely out, I don't see that spread getting any smaller there. So if you like that one, please take it now at 7.5.
Is that what it opened as? Well,
yeah, I think that's where it opened. So it hasn't moved yet. All right, what do you think on that?
Do we know Houston's quarterback depth chart?
It's Davis Mills is going to be their starter. Davis Mills is going to be their starter because even though Tyrod's out, they are still saying as of right now, Watson is inactive. He's not going to play. He's not playing for them all season. So unless they trade him, he's not playing an NFL snap this season.
1 hour ago, Taylor's on the IR, and the Texans will start Mills at QB versus the Panthers.
So there you go. This is going to be Davis Mills' first NFL start. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Tyrod Taylor syndrome could be in full effect, though. You know what I mean? If every time Tyrod Taylor leaves the stadium, the next great quarterback comes out of it. Baker Mayfield in Cleveland, Josh Allen in Buffalo, Justin Herbert in Los Angeles. So this could be a great start for Davis Mills and another terrible thing to happen to Tyrod Taylor, who seems like a good team player. I mean, the guy seems like he loves the game. He's got a winning record as a starting quarterback. So
as he got injured midway through an NFL game, and his team still covered. So
that's true. They did.
So he can play ball, and he's very good at playing ball, as a matter of fact. And I hope he gets well soon. Davis Mills, bonus points. What college did he go to?
Davis Mills, bonus points, went to Baylor?
Stanford.
God.
Not even close.
Not even close.
But I just looking up some more info about Davis. He's 22, drafted third round by the Texans this year.
Yep.
So I don't know. We don't know a whole lot about him. I'm an Oregon fan. I know that Oregon's had lukewarm success against Stanford. So
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have an arm. I mean, he's definitely got the arm to do it. But if you're taking this game right now, 7.5 points on a Thursday night,
I'm taking the Panthers.
Taking the Panthers minus 7.5. Yeah, I think Panthers minus 7.5 is your bet there. If you're trying to look for one, I will say that the Panthers are first in every single defensive category this year. Please look it up. They are first in every single defensive category this year. They're first in total yards against, or preventing total yards against. So smallest. Okay. Yep. Passing yards given up. Rush yards, they're only averaging 46.5 yards a game rushing on the ground. Points, they're giving up 10.5 points average on the first 2 games this season, and third down percentage. So I just think this is just a bad week for Tyrod Taylor to be out, because I think if Tyrod Taylor's is in there, the line's like 4.5. You know what I mean? Maybe 5.5. I don't think it gets all the way to 7.5. So and Sam Darnold hasn't looked bad as the quarterback. The Adam Gase effect there. You leave the system and things start to get better for you. So I'm also with you there, Drew. I think 7.5. Carolina, take Carolina 7.5.
Yeah.
And don't look back. Also, if you want a fun prop bet for that, right now on FanDuel, on the FanDuel Sportsbook app, you can get Christian McCaffrey over 5.5 catches at plus money, plus 102.
I was going to add Christian McCaffrey over rushing and receiving hit again last week.
Yeah. Yep. They raised it this week, though.
Yeah, that they can keep doing it.
I'm still going all the way to the top.
Yeah, it's not going to be high enough.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey is that good.
Christian McCaffrey is that good.
I will say I am a little gun shy on overs on individual players, because the one time I bet basketball, professional basketball, I could trace it back and find the date, because I bet like LeBron James over 31.5 points. And he was at, I don't know how many, but that was the game that he blew out his groin. He was out for like 9 weeks. So there could be an injury that affects that bet.
That's true.
However, I think that I don't know. I think
Christian
McCaffrey is going to get over rushing plus receiving for this. Yeah. I think it was 117.5 last week, something really low.
Right.
And
it's early. They're still trying to figure him out.
Yeah.
Again, I think if 5.5 catches at plus money 102 right now, you can get that at. To be honest with you, Sam Darnold has loved him coming out of the backfield. So if you're looking for kind of a safe bet right up front here, again, I think that line will move. I don't think it'll go up to 6.5 catches, but the first week he caught 10 balls out of the backfield for Sam, and last week he caught 5 balls out of the backfield for Sam. But the biggest thing was they were up big last week, so they didn't have to throw it to him. They were were just running him. So and also their backup was they're trying to take his workload down a little bit from what they've said, because they're like, hey, we paid you all this money, like we kind of want you around for the next couple of years, like you were on our books regardless of what happens. So please just take a look at that. There's your two safe bets there. It's Carolina -7.5 and Christian McCaffrey over 5.5. I think that hits.
And then over rushing and receiving for Christian.
And over rushing and receiving. If you parlay over 5, because if he's getting over 5.5 catches, he's probably hitting over his rushing and receiving yards. So if you
can't parlay those both. You can't parlay both player props. That's the type of stuff we need to talk to Live Casino about.
Huh. Well, it's like they hate giving away money.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.